Which business athlete currently in the college ranks has the greatest NIL business or brand valuation? Today, we're going to rank the top 10 NIL athletes and millionaires walking around college campuses. Welcome into Business Athletes, where we track the money, mindset, and moves of today's modern day business athlete. I'm your host, Jedediah Collins, the fullback of finance, and today we are ranking the top 10 NIL profiles across college sports. We have to give a shout out to On3 for some of the NIL valuations, and without further ado, coming in at number 10 is Taylor Green, football player and quarterback at Arkansas, with a valuation of about $2.2 million. After transferring from Boise State in 2023, Taylor now receives the SEC spotlight as a dual threat highlight machine. Razorback fans are extremely supportive of their NIL athletes, particularly in the quarterback position. Some of his known brand deals are with Fletcher Auto Group, the most prominent of the deals. This partnership, arranged through the Arkansas Edge Collective, provided Taylor with a new Ram truck, but more importantly, in addition to the deal, he also receives mentorship from business owner Frank Fletcher. Think about that opportunity for a paycheck as well as many, many wise years beyond. Coming in at number 9, Dylan Stewart, football player and edge linebacker out of South Carolina with a valuation of $2.2 million. Why is his NIL value so high? Well, let's talk about the 6'5", 250-pound big play talent utilizing the SEC platform. He is continuing to grow his social media metrics and building a very strong regional fan base. But what he is most noticeably known for is turning down bigger money to leave the Gamecocks. The team now considers his deal significant for roster retention and for setting a market precedent for pass rushers throughout college football. At 20 years old, fans believe he's a future star and brands love betting early. Some of the deals he already has are with lifestyle and athletic brands and an NIL partnership with South Carolina-based personal injury law firm Joy Law Firm. Coming in at number 8, Josh Hoover, football player and quarterback for TCU with an NIL valuation of $2.9 million. Why is Josh such a strong NIL athlete? Well, it starts with a strong start to his career. He turned down over $1 million of more money from schools like Tennessee and is now seen as the future face of TCU. And if you know anything about Texas, well, they have a pretty good market for football players. Their Flying T Club collective is heavily invested and very marketable for the personalities and personas on the TCU team. Some of the brand deals already acquired are a NIL deal for officially licensed TCU apparel such as Black Victory Tee and Purple Legacy Cruise sweatshirts sold at the NIL store. He also has local markets, being Dallas and Fort Worth, providing many endorsement opportunity deals. Coming in at number 7, Bryce Underwood, quarterback for the football Michigan Wolverines. His valuation comes in at about $3 million as a freshman, with a contract valued at potentially over $10 million for his time on campus. Why is he such a high-valued NIL athlete? Well, he was the consensus number 1 overall recruit and number 1 quarterback recruit, being a prototypical quarterback in this modern offense era. Bryce did switch to Michigan late in the recruiting game, which obviously gave him some leverage and some appeal for more dollars. Then you look at Michigan. It's a massive brand and strong social metrics across the globe as a great way to endorse his new opportunity. He is seen as the next great Michigan quarterback, and with Michigan's brand value skyrocketing across Ann Arbor and throughout the Midwest. Next great Michigan quarterback, you always got to mention TB12. Some of the endorsements and brand deals already, well, a pre college endorsement opportunity means he was garnering interest in high school. He is also utilizing some of that local Michigan network in apparel based Jordan NIL potential. Coming in at number 6 is Lenoris Sellers, quarterback for the South Carolina football team, and NIL valuation of about $3.7 million. You will also notice this is the second South Carolina athlete receiving this high NIL valuation. Lenoris, despite being offered a reported $8 million deal to transfer, has chosen to stay with South Carolina to build on the team's success from last year and remain close to his family. He has major breakout potential. Through 2,000 yards and rush for another 600, he's a classic upside dual quarterback value athlete. He is on track to be a national breakout. He also has a strong social media engagement and a fan base hungry for a star at quarterback. Some of his brand deals: T-Mobile, the Collegiate Legends, with he is donating action figures to local children. He is even partnered with other regional companies in the South Carolina base. Coming in at number 5 is JT Toppen, basketball player forward for the Texas Tech Red Raiders, and has an NIL valuation of about $4 million. Why his valuation is so high? Well, again, leverage. He transferred from New Mexico to Texas Tech, then went out and just became the Big 12 Player of the Year. He then decided to forego the NBA draft for the 25-26 season. Leverage, leverage, leverage. He is an extreme athlete and a highlight-heavy play style that fans love and social media likes reposting. So a growing national profile with a strong Texas Tech NIL backing makes him a machine ready to elevate nationwide. Texas Tech, if you saw on our recent post about Felix Ojo, is also setting up a massive ecosystem around these NIL business athletes. JT fits perfectly into their rising star and create a business strategy. Known brand deals for JT already are regional apparel and lifestyle partnerships throughout Lubbock and West Texas. Coming in at number 4, AJ Bonsa, basketball player and forward for BYU with a NIL valuation of about $4.1 million. Why is his valuation so high? He has been a pre-college phenomenon and one of the highest rated basketball prospects in the nation. He represents the next evolution of business athlete, which means he is a high school NIL star entering college ready for both success on as well as off the field. Already having NIL brands want to secure long-term relationships and has an explosive social media presence and community being built. Some of the companies already lined up to partner: Nike, Red Bull, Fanatics, as well as multiple apparel and lifestyle brands on the verge of signing. This is a business athlete. Coming in at number 3, Jeremiah Smith, football star and wide receiver for the Ohio State University, with an NIL valuation of about $4.2 million. Why is his NIL so high? Well, the freshman year, 76 passes, 1,300 yards, and 15 touchdowns, helping Ohio State win a national championship. Pretty good start. He's a potential day one superstar, a perfect combination of talent, charisma, and market fit. Again, that third element always being considered today. He's also the most hyped up wide receiver as a freshman since Julio Jones, who went on to have a pretty good career. Jeremiah's strong personality, big social following, and the Ohio State fan base gives him an enormous national brand, having already struck a partnership with Red Bull. He was actually the first college football player to sign and will have a commemorative can in his honor. He's also signed deals with American Eagle, Nintendo, Lululemon, Adidas, and Mark Wahlberg's Auto Group. Coming in at number 2, Carson Beck, quarterback, Miami. NIL valuation, $4.3 million, upwards of $6 million with performance bonuses like I don't know, a national championship. As you look at Carson and say, why is his NIL value so high? Well, he's a breakout star and national champion of the Georgia Bulldogs. He has since moved to a new major market in Miami. While the biggest story was luring a quarterback away from the high visibility of the SEC and going into the ACC, that strong leadership profile, mature persona, and big game experience enters Miami, which will only magnify Carson's national brand. Now, as you look at some of the deals that he already has with national chains like Chipotle, Beats by Dre, and Fanatics, you can see this is a business athlete that has cashed in and is looking for more. Last but not least, coming in at number one, to nobody's surprise, quarterback out of Texas, Arch Manning, having the highest valuation at $6.8 million. If you're going to ask why Arch's value is so high, you've obviously not been paying attention, but he comes from elite family branding. Manning, legacy, Peyton, Eli, don't forget Archie. He is a third generation national quarterback. He has massive appeal. Despite limited playing time early and even limited success, he still plays at Texas, one of the biggest media markets in college football, and has a high anticipation value as the future face of college quarterbacks. A strong social media engagement comes from his dad and uncle and others being in the spotlight, and he does not even need to be dominant on the field to dominate in the NIL world. His brand power off the field is just as big of an opportunity and production. He's one of the few athletes whose name alone drives valuation. Already striking deals with Panini America, Red Bull, EA Sports College Football 25, as well as many others. This is a highlight and call out. The age of the business athlete is here. Millionaires are walking around college and soon to be high school campuses. And if you want to stay informed and get empowered, be sure to follow business athletes. This is your host, Jedediah Collins, the fullback of finance. If you enjoyed, give it a like. If you think somebody else would, give it a share. Teaching you how to speak money and act wealthy. See ya next time.